Hey guys, I'm back with another market update, and the big news today is Sword and Shield base. It's at about $500 now, and it's overtaken Fusion Strike to be the second spot in most expensive Sword and Shield box. So you see the 480 plus the $13 shipping, that's about 493, so just about $500. What we saw is that yesterday a lot of people bought, like 6 of them were bought, and there's so little available that the price increased. And the reason the price has been so stagnant is that people weren't buying. Like you see here from January 1st all the way to January 20th, not a single box was bought, and it's just a flat line here. If I look at the sales, yeah, there's some bought at about 450 basically. Days before is 464. I don't really know the shipping of these, but yeah, yesterday two were bought, and I think this sort of accelerated the price. Two, oh no, the price is going up two, and then so on. So now we see over here that's 493, 495, and 499, and usually more people will list, but yeah, when there's so few in the market, like you see over here, it goes from 500, 600 to 800. If I compare it to before, let's see, it was at $450 a day, and it rose to 465 on the 22nd after being 379 for the longest time, and it remained kind of stagnant, went down, and all of a sudden it shot back up again. Rebel Clash, it also rose like a few dollars because people bought yesterday, and it seems like I saw a couple of things where people bought yesterday, so I guess stay tuned for that. But over here they were bought, and usually like about every other day, every couple of days some are bought, and so yeah, 3 were bought yesterday and there's only 21 left. And yeah, there's even one bought 267, there's one bought 259 before. And yeah, and Darkness Ablaze, the price didn't go up, but also it's not that significant, but people bought yesterday. It seems like people buy every couple of days or every 5 days, like every 3 or 5 days, and so 3 were bought yesterday, so you just see the quantity decrease, and there's 54 listed now. Alright, the big one, Evolving Skies seems to be recovering and possibly on another run, so it's back in the 1400 range. And Evolving Skies, I'm just gonna close this, I keep going back to it. So Evolving Skies, over here the data, it's been increasing. You see all these yellows? It dropped down to a low of 1260 on the 23rd, and it's only been 5 days, it's already recovered to 1412. So you see it kind of stayed stagnant, and it jumped up to 1330, then another $30, and now another 35, like roughly $50, a little less than $50. And the high point that I saw was just under $1,500, so this was like $495. So it's not really that far off from that. And I think if people see Evolving Skies go like really high, like, you know, it's such a clearly good set, like I think it might be up for another run potentially, especially with all the other Sword Shield boxes making moves. If I look at the data, there's a 1412 bought, a bunch of them bought in the 1300s. I don't really know shipping, and yeah, this was the previous $1,500 sale price. If I look at these 1400, and then so people buy 3 more boxes, then the next box is at 1477, and then the previous amount of 1500. So it is definitely possible. Alright, that's it for Sword and Shield. For SV base, let's see, the big news is probably Twilight and Stellar Crown. Obsidian and Paradox, they went down a little bit, but not really that much. But yeah, Obsidian had a little bit bought yesterday, a little bit increase. Usually it's about 6 or 8 in the last couple of weeks, and now it's going back up to about 13. And then let's look at Twilight. So Twilight, I've been kind of wondering like when it would start increasing again. It just seems like 180 is a little too low, except for the fact that like except for the possibility of getting a reprint. It just seems a little too low. But yeah, we saw a bunch of boxes but yesterday, which is probably why the price went up. Usually it's closer to 20, low 20s, or every now and then 30, and then 33 were bought yesterday. So a lot of the prices are around 190, so I don't know how if it'll rise much more soon, but yeah, it's rising. And so yeah, it's been stuck at around 180. I mentioned yesterday it went up a few dollars, and yeah, it's back up to like 189. And I think that yeah, it got up to like 195 at some point. And so yeah, it's kind of recovering. And in Stellar Crown, the set that is a set that's decently well liked because of the small set size, the Squirtle and the Bulbasaur, and some people do like the other cards and there's some playability to them. But yeah, in the last couple of days, there's been more being bought, and so let's see, there's 128 left. Also, in my Pokemon stock videos, I've noticed that the booster bundles are selling out soon, and I think the booster boxes aren't too far off to sell it too. So I think that's also going to affect the price. And I'm talking within like probably roughly like a month time range. Like not like immediately, but it's definitely showing signs. Temporal Force, on the other hand, the other Scarlet Violet booster box is still available, isn't really showing signs. But Stellar Crown the numbers are showing that it will probably sell out in the next month, rough month, if I remember correctly. It could be 2 months. I'd have to double check, but I think it's gonna increase in pace. And then Surging Sparks, it stayed the same, but I don't like that's probably a good thing. Like at least it didn't drop. So Prismatic, there wasn't really much change. The main notable difference was just that the PCB went down about $5, but we're still in the range of every change is less than about $1. I guess the Leafeon Tech went down a little more. And then at the price per pack, the cheapest is still these tech stickers, Leafeon. And yeah, ETBs are still around 114. Selling volume is starting to go back to around 300, which it was about before. And yeah, this is the PCTB. Yeah, there's less being bought in the last couple of days. The Sylveon tins, people bought more than yesterday, but it's only 5, so it could have been just one person. Or, it could have been just kind of random. But yeah, there are 5 bought, which is more than the Umbreon, which isn't really selling much recently. I really do feel like Prismatic's gonna be one of those things like Rudy from Alpha Investments makes this analogy, how like when everyone's looking in like only a few places in the market, and that's where all the attention money is, when attention suddenly shifts, it will really dramatically change like the market prices and everything. I feel like Prismatic's kind of like that, where like it's slow, but at some point people are going to slowly say, hey, why am I not buying this at this price? But yeah, we're still in a stagnation period. Journey Together, I'll get to that last. Crown Zenith, yeah, as expected, like prices are still kind of stagnant or they're decreasing, because of all the Sea and Sky, except for the ETBs. So yeah, Sea and Sky in general has been selling a lot more recently in the last week or so. And then, but Crown Zenith ETBs, yeah, you see these spikes over here. Usually it's around 7 to 12, 7 to 13, and the last 2 days has been like 20, 21, 25. So the price of the ETBs have gone up. I think people are confident they're not gonna make more. Yeah, note on the Samslub thing. Yeah, there were some Paldean Pokeballs, and someone told me there were like 2 SV base and 1 Obsidian, and I think that like there was some SV base that went missing at Pokemon Center like a few weeks ago or a month ago. I have a video on it. I don't have to. I deleted that row, but yeah, I wonder if they like there was Crown Zenith and there was Soars and Scarlet base that disappeared. I wonder if Samslub got those as repurposed packs from the Pokemon Center. But that's something I probably won't be able to ever know unless someone ever actually comes out with it. 151. The interesting thing, like I noticed yesterday at the poster collection, volume went up like $1 from its high, and this isn't like a big deal, but it's up again. So poster collections are finally getting the respect it deserve. Like the price per pack is $11.95 at that point, and it finally beats like some of these other things like the Alex Sandbox and the Zapdos box, and the pack and the loose pack price. Because I noticed like posters were just kind of really undervalued for a while. Like over here, they're like $11, and yeah, they're worth more than the loose packs, but they're like worth less than everything else. So yeah, poster collection seems to be getting more popular lately. And yeah, there's a slight spike the last day, but the price has been like I haven't seen it reach like it's almost 36. It's usually like 31 or 32 at most 34. And as Zapdos boxes, it's just a small little blip, but yeah, there were a little more bought yesterday. Alright, and then Journey Together. So I think when I checked, I didn't see any new Journey Together sales from yesterday. On eBay at least. I think this is what I saw yesterday. But I do see Battle Partners, which was just released, so it would probably make sense that more money's being offered. People told me this is best offer accepted, so I'm not gonna trust these prices if I'm understanding that correctly, unless I click into it. But I think I did see some prices that seem to be a lot higher. Like I think I saw that you could get like booster box yesterday, or they were selling for about 100 to 120. This is with shipping about 140, 145. This is the normal 100. This is 125. This is around 140. So I am seeing like the price of Battle Partners increasing. And yeah, I've heard that they're getting like this is another one, although it says there's 10% off. And then but these are more normal, but these might have been the ones I saw yesterday. So I guess some of these have the Iono card, so it costs more. But yeah, it seems like Journey Together is selling a little higher, which might have implications. Battle Partners is selling higher, which might have implications for Journey Together. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thanks guys, bye.